What is going on, everyone? Happy Monday, April 6th. Unbelievable. I mean, this might be my first stream of the new month. No, wait, did I don't know if I did a stream on third. I don't know if Thursday, I think maybe Thursday was the first stream. So anyway, hope you're doing great. If you're watching live, let me know where you're watching from. Actually, let me pull up the comments so I can see where you are saying you're watching from, and just gonna check everything, make sure everything's working perfect. So today I'm gonna be unboxing a bunch of stuff. So I went to the post office and had a lot of things there. I immediately walked in and they said, "Oh, hey, Mr. Thorpe, go ahead and go to the blue door. We've been waiting for you." And immediately I just go, "Oh, really? I thought I was gonna have a chill Monday, but nope, here we are. Not a chill Monday at all." So if you are watching live or if you're watching the replay, let me know what format you're watching on. So ECAMM has created a new what they call dual mode. So I'm actually looking at a canvas right now, so to speak, with a horizontal version and a vertical version, and it's pushing out two separate streams. And you'll see more of this on Thursday if you join me for my Creating Daily show. You're going to see more of the graphics and everything that you can customize for each format, which I think is really cool. So today I'm just going to be unboxing some stuff, and I'm going to be sharing my thoughts about the Amazon Influencer Program and some of the changes that they've made, and what do I think about those changes, if it even matters what I think about those changes, which honestly it doesn't, but some people might be curious, and I do have some opposing thoughts to some other people that I've seen in the space. Well, let me go ahead and crack open a package because that's what we're all here for, and you might be interested in some of this stuff. I do resell it all after I'm done making the video. I don't know the exact timeline of the video, but if you are interested, who are you? Someone says in my chat. Well, I'm not sure. Maybe the name on the live stream would give it away. My name is Billy Thorpe, and I'm live on on YouTube. All right, so here's a little digital scale. I'll make a video of that. Oh, I didn't think about this, but my shelf is to this side of me, which if you're watching the vertical feed, you can see this pile of products. My shelf is right behind that pile of products. So I'm going to try to put this back here. Ugh. But for people who may be watching who are like, who is this guy? I do the Amazon Influencer Program, and I work with a bunch of brands, and they send me products, and I make video of those products and post them onto Amazon and other places as well. So that's what I do. All right, let's keep cracking them open. So Amazon recently made some changes in the program, and they announced some stuff that's going to be going on. So first of all, I think all of it kind of takes place later on in the month, like the 14th. And I didn't think about trying to talk and open packages at the same time. What is this? I know you want to know. There you go. Wow, look at that barcode. Look how big that barcode is. You can't show barcodes. You can't show barcodes in videos, so I guess I'll just be like, and today we're going to be talking about the Flux 68 keyboard. Look at that. So pretty cool little keyboard. I get a lot of those as well. So Amazon announced that they are going to change what qualifies for commission. So traditionally what's been going on for the last several years is if I made a video about this keyboard and it's in the electronics category, and so say you watched my video about this keyboard, but you decided maybe you want to buy a different keyboard, or maybe you just want to buy a different electronic altogether, then I would still get credit for that sale through the same category, which is a huge perk for someone like myself who makes thousands of videos. And there was all this extra additional income that would just come through because I just put the video out, somebody watched it, engaged, and they made a purchasing decision within that same category, which was awesome. I mean, super nice. Just as a business owner, on the outside looking in, you kind of go, huh, this doesn't really make a whole lot of sense, but I'm glad they do it. This is fun. Well, now Amazon put out another notification that said, hey, we're actually updating that. We are no longer going to allow you to earn in the broad category, but we're going to only allow you to earn if it's a keyboard, a variant of the keyboard that you made a review video of or a product video of or whatever, or a variant within that category. So saying we're going to actually let you earn on another keyboard if they get another keyboard, which I was like, okay, that's pretty good, whatever. But then hold on, it keeps going again. They said, wait a second, we're not going to do that either. We're only going to let you get in on the keyboard that is the keyboard. That's it. Like if you have the keyboard that you promoted or a variant of that keyboard that you promoted, from that way I read the newest terms and conditions, upcoming updates, that's the only way we're going to be able to earn on this. So we can't earn in the broad category anymore, and we can't earn on a different product, even though it's very similar. So like a variant product from a different brand. Now, some people might say, well, just be a better sales guy, make better videos, right? Do all these things. Like if your videos aren't converting, that's your problem, not Amazon's problem, which I totally understand that. I totally get it. But videos do much more than just close deals. I often say this all the time. I don't really rely on Amazon's program because I can't control the sales process. So if I can control the sales process and get little Susie Q on a Zoom call and say, hey, Susie Q, let me walk you through this process of, whatever, of how this particular keyboard works and tell you why it's so good, then I feel more in control as a salesperson. So in my opinion, and this goes against what other popular opinions are, which is totally fine. We can all have our own opinion. They're like backsides. Everyone has one. I won't say the full thing of what I was going to say. But anyway, but the whole point is like, I don't control the sales funnel. I don't control the sales process. So in my situation, I don't really feel like that I'm a salesperson on the platform. I feel like I make product videos. Is that demo videos? Is that how-to videos? Whatever that looks like, first thought videos. I'm going to pull out the book. I'm going to check the book out. I'm going to make a video about it. And then I am going to share that on Amazon. And that does a lot of different things for the Amazon buyer. One, it lets them maybe look at the quality of the book instead of just some 3D render of the book. For electronics, oftentimes it looks like there's lightning bolts coming out of this bottom of the phone or the phone charge cable or something like that. But it's like, what is this really made out of? Is it good quality? What does it do? How does it work? And you're answering all these questions. And I've been doing that for a long time. I'm not saying that quality content is not good. Obviously, I think quality content is the key, is the winner in my situation, in my particular, niche of like doing more electronics than anything else. I think it's huge. It's a huge opportunity. Now, I'm not pushing back against Amazon and go, you should only, you should allow us to earn on everything. It does stink if I make the video about the keyboard and then maybe somebody makes a purchasing decision that has nothing to do with my video, right? Like I did the quality content, I did the use cases, I did the how-to, I did the, the good, the bad, the pros, the cons. I did all the things that I would do as a good content creator, as a good video maker, as a good explainer, as a good salesperson. Maybe I did all those processes, but the person just decided, this doesn't have enough reviews, enough star reviews or written reviews. Maybe the budget's too much. Maybe the budget's too little. Some people won't buy cheaper products because it's at perceived value. So maybe they go, I don't want to do that. I'm going to go buy something else. However, does that make me less valuable from the video that I created? Because maybe I did educate them on the blade of the knife and what the quality was and the Damascus steel that it's made out of and what that's able to do and how it's, manufactured and all this stuff. That's not saying I didn't do a good job. What all this means, and some people watching this, my friend Matt Haas, who's stuck in traffic right now, he knows what I'm about to say. What all this means is you can't rely on the platform because they will change the game. They will change the rules of the game. They will change, it's their business. And it's whatever makes the most sense for them, not the most sense for us. Because I could argue all day long that I make the better quality content quicker than most people on the platform. But just because I do those things, if someone doesn't buy from my video, doesn't necessarily mean that my product video isn't a good quality product video. Now, I could argue that majority of the videos I see on Amazon are not good quality product videos, and those should be eliminated. The AI videos, I get it, they should be eliminated. The non-talking videos where it's just like, oh, I got this that's not valuable at all to the buyer, right? If our job in the purpose of the Amazon Influencer Program is to educate shoppers on products, that silent video does no good. So anyway, wanted to wanted to just address that. Don't get down on yourself if your conversions aren't up. Figure out how to use your skill set and monetize your skill set, not monetize platforms. And I think this is the reason why I've said it for years and years. I've said two things over and over. Look at that little mouse right there, little wireless mouse. I've said stuff over and over and over and over for years, almost 5 years of doing this business and 4 years of really focusing on brand deals. It's the reason I have a stack of them right here, is quality content quickly. And there's another argument that says, well, you shouldn't necessarily focus on frequency. You should only focus on quality. That's not going to work in this business, especially if you want to work with brands, you want to work with sellers, you want to work with creator connections, brands and sellers. The quality content quickly is what's going to win. And you still want to get the frequency up, because maybe I do promote this knife, and maybe this particular knife, the reviews and all the other stuff I don't control, maybe that's sending someone else to a different video, to a different product. Well, if that product is in that competing category, if there's a way that I can access that product, access that brand, and acquire that product to make a video about, then I want to be able to do that even quicker. And I want to put myself in a position as a content creator that can be trusted to now move products quickly through my pipeline and make better quality videos quicker. So I don't think, is it a frequency game or is it a quality game? It is a both game. And the way you can set this up is to have a system in place that allows you to create quality content quickly. I'll say it until I'm blue in the face. We got somebody from Morocco. Very cool. Thanks for jumping in. Thanks for hanging out. I got my friend Stuart. What's up, Stuart? Good to see you. I think it's everybody in the chat right now. So just want to challenge you a little bit. I mean, not even really challenge you. I just want to share my thoughts about it, because I see people are like kind of freaking out. And then, so not only is Amazon changing the types of products in the category and kind of the parameter that you can earn with, but they're also going to change the commission. Now, everyone is speculating what that's going to do, go up or down. I don't think I've gotten an email telling me what those commission rates are going to change to, if they're going up, if they're going down. I have no idea. But this is the game that you play when you rely on the platform. And so I'm telling everybody, you got to figure out a system, how to create quality content quickly, for Amazon in particular, but then how do you use your skill set to acquire other opportunities? I mean, we have all kinds of skills, especially if you're in this business and you have, a skill set of showing up on camera. You have a skill set of maybe editing video. You have a skill set of, communication. You have a skill set of live selling or live streaming. You have all these different skills. And I know a lot of people get into the space. Maybe they are, stay-at-home parents, or they're just looking for an extra stream of revenue. This is a kind of a side hustle. And that's just the nature of owning a business. That's the nature of having a side hustle. Is stuff goes up and down all the time. This is not a W-2 job. Trust me. Just because I make a video, just because I make 20 videos today, or 10 videos today, 10 videos tomorrow, doesn't mean I make more money. It just means I took action, and hopefully that action over time will compound. And so I think there's a lot of misconceptions, and it's kind of been sold, to be honest, it's kind of been sold by a lot of people like, oh, just make more videos and you'll necessarily make more money. And I've probably been one of those people, but my conversation has always been, make more videos, and the more videos you'll make, the more systematic you'll become, and the more you'll know. And that way you can leverage the knowledge that you have and that you gain to do other things. So it's more like I'm getting in my reps, not that I'm necessarily making more dollars just because I made a video of whatever this is. I don't even know what this is. I'm going to have to open the box. Let's jump over here. Let's jump over here and open the box and see what this is. Oh, this is a camera. Cool. Very cool. So anyway, yeah, Amazon's changed the game. Amazon is always going to change the game. YouTube is going to change the game. Instagram's going to change the game. TikTok is going to change the game. Maybe they're going to take you out of the game. That's just part of it. And so there's nothing really we can do. So my opinion really doesn't matter. Do I think we should get compensated for, educating people about particular products, exactly those products only? No, I think people could gain a lot of knowledge, and I've done this before where I went and watched a product video on YouTube, and it was like a version of something that I was like, "Man, you know what? Maybe this other brand is better," but they still helped me in the buying process because they educated me about that one particular product, and I still decided on another one. So whatever, I can argue all day until I'm blue in the face, but the actuality is it doesn't matter because that's the game I signed up for. And when I'm making more videos, I'm just saying, yeah, I agree to these terms and conditions. If you don't agree to the terms and conditions, then it's over, right? And then like go ahead, move on, peace out, do something else. It's a business decision. This is a very trend. I hear that just fell off the table. There's a very transactional type of business with Amazon. It's not emotional. It's not relational. It's very transactional. You make videos, they give you potential to earn the videos. So I know I'm sounding a little ranty, a little preachy, but what can you do? You can just do what you can control, which is make videos, maybe, and depending on what strategy you're going to do, it might be I'm going to do more research, pick better products, and hope to make more money. If you know me, you know I don't really care about that. I'm more interested in working with brands because this is cool stuff that I get. Super excited about that, by the way. But I'm more interested in working with brands, doing paid deals, paid collaborations, working on the resale side of my business. Diversifying my income, over just even making investments, doing a lot of research, and hoping I get on a carousel. Now, depends on what you're doing and how you're doing it and what your lifestyle looks like. That's not for everybody. This is my main focus. So I'm not focused on anything else. I'm just focused on this. Here's a nice little Bluetooth headset for you to fall asleep, a little sleep mask, pretty cool. And I don't normally unbox in my office because I'm gonna have to clean up a giant mess. But if you have any questions, feel free to ask. And if you want to get into it, we're gonna get into it on Thursday. So Thursday night at 6 p.m. Eastern time, we have a show called Creating Daily. It'll be live on the channels you're watching on now. And it's gonna be fun. We're gonna have my friend John Dispenza on. We're gonna be talking about AI. So that's another disruptor in the industry is AI. What does that mean for content creators? What does that mean for podcasters? What does that mean for Amazon influencers? So AI, workflows, stuff like that. We're gonna be chatting. I'm gonna have Matt Haas on the show again. So he's coming back. He's gonna be kind of a co-host, and Chrissy Fry Rose is going to be co-hosting. I think she may not be there. She's got a trip going on. Here's a little audio cable. I don't know exactly what that is, but so anyway, those are just some of my thoughts. It doesn't matter because it doesn't matter. It's their game, their rules. But if you want to make better quality content, it's not that difficult, and you may have to make a little investment into your business. I better show you what that is. This is a magnetic camera mount. That's for the continuity cam on a Mac. But you want to make better videos. And how do you do that faster? How do you do that in more frequency to do the things we talked about? And it's getting a system in place. And I'm not saying everybody has to have the same setup that I do, but it makes it a lot easier when you can sit here and talk about the product, start here, show the product, go to this other camera, show all the details of the product, jump over to a B-roll footage, which I don't have even loaded up. You can jump over to B-roll footage and show this thing in action. So you can create a 3 to 4 camera little formatted video in just a matter of minutes. So you're not clogging up your phone. I see so many people going, just shoot on your phone, just shoot on your phone, just shoot on your phone. I don't shoot on my phone. I shoot right here at my desk. Now, I may shoot some B-roll on my phone, and then I airdrop it to my computer, and then I throw it into my software, and I just delete it from my phone. And then the final product, I buy a Dropbox. It auto saves into Dropbox. I can upload it to Amazon from there, and it just makes my workflow super, super fast and super easy. It's the reason why I've created over 100 product videos a month on average for the last 40-something months, is because I have a system in place. And so there is a way to get the frequency and the quality. So you can get quantity and quality at the same time. You may just have to make an investment. You may have to learn a new skill set. The industries are always changing. Every industry is always changing. New stuff coming out, new technology coming out. I've owned a lot of different businesses in several different industries, and there's always going to be change. There's always going to be pivots. There's always going to be ups and downs. And no matter what business I've ever owned, I've tried to control majority of the business, but there's always something that I rely on. When I was in the t-shirt business, obviously I don't make t-shirts. I'm not sewing my own t-shirts together. So I was kind of at the mercy of the t-shirt business. And if the price of cotton went up, my prices went up. If, then I had to do a better job at sales. I had to come in and adjust my methodology. I had to adjust my systems. I had to adjust my sales pitch. I had to maybe find a different brand of product to push. There's all these different variables that go into every business. So the myth that you can just show up and make more videos, I mean, yeah, there's something to that, but now the game is getting elevated per the requirements of the program. And so are you going to get elevated or are you going to get left in the dust? That's only a decision that you can make, and elevation doesn't really take that much. Here we go, 15-foot HDMI cable. I'm not going to take it out. I was going to take it out because I didn't necessarily see what it was. But anyway, those are just my thoughts. I don't think it's the end of the program. I think Amazon's making adjustments. It's a new program. By the way, I mean, this thing is not that old. People, there's some people that's been in it for a really long time. I think it started getting popular probably like 4 or 5 years ago. And when I got into it, that's when a lot of people, it started to grow and to scale. Got some headphones here. And, but it's probably been going on maybe for a couple of years before that. I don't know. But it's been good. It's been a good platform to leverage. Is it the highest paying affiliate program out there? Probably not. But I think it's one of the easiest. I think it's one of the most consistent. And I think with the right strategy and the right workflow, you can continue to leverage access to it to do other deals. Boom. I don't know what that is. What is this? Oh, it's a scanner. It's one of those OBD2 scanners. I actually love these things. I do a decent amount of videos on them per year, and they're always fun. Primarily because I drive an old car, so it just spits out a list of stuff I need to fix. And then I go, I'll fix it later. Let's see. Anybody else watching? Anybody else hanging out? Let me know where you're watching from if you are watching, and let me know if you're watching vertical or horizontal. So, and what platform? Yeah, you can say hi in the chat. What's up, Stera Ozo? I think is how I pronounce it. What is this? Oh, this is cool. It's a little wireless speaker. Pretty neat. So yeah, I got a lot of products this week to make videos of. So that's pretty fun. I got a few more here, and then I'll end the stream. So thanks for listening to me rant a little bit. And if you need help with this kind of stuff, you can join my mastermind group. I'll call it a mastermind. It's just a Facebook group. And it's Deal Makers. And you can look it up on Facebook. Look at that thing, little wireless mic. Or it might actually be in the description. I don't know if I have that set up to do auto posting in there. But anyway, I'm always happy to help people. I do have a one-to-one coaching program that I do offer. It's just unlimited coaching. I find that most people probably don't need it unless they are what is it? Oh, here's 3 books. Check this out. 3. That's a 3-fer right there. That's awesome. I think those are all Fiverr deals too. So we're going to set those to the side. And we got one more, and this is it. I didn't even do my fancy desk cam. What am I doing? Here's my fancy desk camera. Didn't even do that. Actually, I switched out this camera. Let me know what you think about it. This is the Osmo Pocket 3. Probably can't tell the difference between that and the other one. I can. I don't like it as much because it doesn't match the quality of my other cameras, but it's all good. Let's see what this one is. Oh, this is another keyboard and mouse combo. So super cool. little product here as well. So there you go. I don't know how many products that was, but it's enough to keep me busy this week. So I'm going to jump off here and get busy with it. But just remember, control what you can and do the activities that will compound over time. And no matter what you're doing, you're getting practice in, you're building skill sets, and you just have to start thinking and getting around people who think outside the box of how to leverage those skill sets to make additional streams of revenue. And we've heard it a million times in business world, like don't put all your eggs in one basket. I totally get that. Some of you are just getting started, so this is the only basket you have, and that's totally fine. Like build the basket you have, put as many eggs as you can in that basket, and then when it's time, you can start moving those eggs. But a lot of you don't have a basket or eggs. So it's like you not even done enough work to even know what a basket looks like and what the eggs are. Anyway, all this Easter Cadbury eggs are on my brain apparently. But that is my suggestion for you. Build what you can, build how you can, start understanding, start building out systems, get around people who are making better quality content than you and ask them questions. Everybody is pretty much willing and ready to help you if you're willing and ready to help yourself. So just keep that in mind. Don't be shy. If you need my help, let me know in the comments. If you're like, Billy, how in the world do you set up all these 3 shots here and create, 1,200 videos a month or a year, not a month, geez, a year, and how do you get brands to pay you and all this fun stuff? I'm happy to help answer those questions. Go to my Facebook group. It's Deal Makers. Go check it out. And if you're in the Amazon program and you're taking it seriously, then I'm not going to be the guy that's going to help you grow on Amazon in particular. I'm going to help you think outside of the platforms and what's possible with your skill set, because that's where I find the most value. That's where I give the most value. And there's other people that are in the program, if you want to scale that I can send you along to, that are very passionate about that as well. So anyway, hope this helps. You guys have a great day, and we'll see you on Thursday. Mark your calendar, Thursday 6 p.m. Come back here wherever you're watching, if it's on Facebook or YouTube or wherever, and we're going to have a panel discussion with 3 other content creators, my friend Chrissy, Matt, and John. My friends, I should say. They're not all 3 the same person. And we're going to be talking about AI and production, and who knows where the conversation is going to go. It's not an interview. It's just a panel where we're going to discuss all types of stuff. So let's see. Oh, here we go. John says, for the fancy desk cam. Let's go. What's up, Gabe? Good to see you. Billy Thorpe is the man. I don't know about that. I'm just doing my thing. I'm just a guy dumb enough to keep showing up. All right. Appreciate everybody watching, and we'll talk to you soon.